Okay, and we are in, ladies and gentlemen. We are in BN versus GGWP. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to open up giveaways. Remember, you have until end of game to get in on their giveaways. Here we go. Okay, so I'm already seeing a couple interesting choices here, ladies and gentlemen. On the side of BN, we've got Daring, Z52. Then we've got Hindenburg. Sea Raptor would be proud of Belgium if he was here. Moskva, Venezia, and Goliath. So a lot of HE spam, along with a Kremlin and a Conqueror. So this team is going all in, all fucking in, on HE spam between a Hindenburg, Goliath, and a Conqueror. Over on the side of GGWP, we got a Ragnar finally, yes, along with a Gearing and a Yu Yang. So we might have double radar, or a Yu Yang smoke is always a possibility. Goliath, Des Moines, Venezia, Des Moines, and then double Ohio. Oh, this is going to be a spicy game, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a spicy game. We're going to have to watch to see. So Daring of John the Impaler is immediately heading out towards C. Ganser heading into B with the Z52, and Zapata and his Daring heading out towards A. Looks like the Conqueror's trying to head towards C, though you have to be careful with that mountain range. That can really mess up the lines. And then the Goliath cutting over to join the Daring on the kite flank, and Hindenburg, Moscow, and Venezia heading towards A. Yu Yang, Des Moines, Ragnar, and Ohio heading towards C. So I'm going to bet this Yu Yang's a smoke Yu Yang, and its job is going to be to smoke up the Des Moines and the Ragnar, and that's going to be a disgusting combination. SE Ragnar means with 30,000 health, he's going to be able to deliver a boatload of damage. On the other side, you got the Gearing going towards A, the Des Moines, the Ohio, and the Goliath cutting across as well. Venezia kind of setting himself up in the middle here. He's backing up towards B. This is going to be an early advantage for the side of BN because they're going to take B for free. There's not going to be anything that's going to be able to stop them from getting it. So we're going to have to watch and keep an eye on it. We'll have to watch and keep an eye on it, see what happens. Now, Cap's already almost been taken. Health is about the same because each side's running triple DD. It's that Ragnar can be make or break. No smoke, which is why I suspect Ducky's running the smoke, but he will shred teams, ladies and gentlemen. He will absolutely 100% shred teams, and it's amazing. Okay, so Ganser does take B, so now points are ticking up for BN. No surprise there. Interestingly enough, it looks like he's going to sit there and B. So I'm not sure how I feel about this play by GGWP to completely ignore B and head to the sides. We'll have to see how it overwhelms, because you got to expect that pretty soon, if not already, the side of BN is going to realize that. Hindenburg of Belgium backing up as well so we can get lines onto it. We'll have to see what they can do from there. And then we'll look and see over here. So let's look over here. Okay, so the only ship they can see is the Venezia, and that's being spotted by the Z52. Right now, the side of GGWP cannot see anything. Torps are out. Those Torps might, if they've got range from the Daring, they will hit. No, looks like the Daring's played it right. He's going to dodge those successfully. We'll have to watch the Torps come out. Gearing is cutting across. Points lead building. 40 points already. Nothing major. Uh-oh, Z52 about to take a Torp because he didn't pay attention? Oh, he dodges the Venezia Torp by the skin of his teeth. Good dodge, but that was very close. Also, Daring of John the Impaler sitting in C, but we're seeing, here's the push, so watch. Yu Yang's going to smoke them up now. Is he going to smoke them up to get them over here to the edge? Because, yep, there's the smoke starting, so I'm right. They're going to play the smoke game. Oh, but these Torps, if Ducky Shot's not careful, those are going to hurt. Uh-oh. That's going to mess up the Torp run. Ducky Shot should cleanly dodge them, but is that going to affect the smoke enough that he can't get himself like he wants to the cap? Ragnar has to duck out. Ragnar's not spotted yet. Nothing's in the cap. Oh, never mind. Yu Yang's in the cap, so that's going to stop it. So we're going to see the smoke. They've got to wonder what's in that smoke, and we're going to have to keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, points lead almost up to 100, and BN's taking all three caps right now, with the only contesting being this monster set here at C. And this is going to be a very rude awakening if done right for Shiri. The Conqueror's not in a good position right now to shoot anything. Look at where the Conqueror's position is. And look what he's got to deal with. So he's looking over here towards the middle. He's got no shots over here right now onto this group in C. And now you've shoved a Des Moines successfully into the cap, and you got a Ragnar and Yu Yang you can send out and hunting. That being said, it is a 2 cap to none advantage for the side of BN, and that's 110 points. You got to wonder if that lead's slipping a little more than it should if you're the side of GGWP. That's a large lead to be giving up at this point. We'll see. Oh, and that Torp hits. That's massive. Torp hits Zapata. He's going to be able to heal a bit of that, but you go from 24,000 to 8,000 before the heal is big, and that gearing Torp, you can see why teams have been banning that gearing. That daring is not in a happy spot. Meanwhile, we're starting to see the push over here, so they've spotted the Goliath, and even the Ohio, by the way, got the smoke advantage. The Hindenburg, pardon me, is going to be able to do some damage, but the Ohio of Hillary, and man, that's a weird statement, is going to be able to push. Yu Yang now spotted by the daring. Looks like Ducky Shot's going to try to bank himself in on this island for protection. Should get there successfully. And the Ragnar's just opening up to shred down the Goliath. And that's a good choice. Ragnar's damage is going to be major. You can see it already. He's got him down pretty well. A couple more hits. He's going down. Points lead, though. 200 now. Where's the push going to come? Yes, C's going to. That's going to prevent it from growing quite as big, but it's still going to grow. And where's the push going to be? Kremlin down to 95k. Here comes a nice looking Venezia shot. Venezia gets him down to 85 and 78. So that Kremlin's taken 40,000 health in 30,000, pardon me, health in matter of a couple minutes. So 1 cap finally. They're now pushing the gearing of Obi-Wan Cannoli into A. This will stop it. This will hold the points differential at 224. But that's massive. 224 points? That is massive. That's going to be a big hole to climb out of, and you got to wonder if they're going to be able to make it. But we'll see. Here comes the push. So they've moved Sage up. Oh, and Sage does get smacked by Captain Kelvin, and he's moved himself up into a position where he can start. But the Des Moines is going to be smoked by the Yu Yang, and we'll see where we go. And that daring is paying for it right now. He's down to 17k and 16k. He's going to have heals, obviously, but lost a third of his health already. There's one heal coming out. So we'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, I've missed a couple things. So the Cherise Goliath got smacked to 30k. He's going to be able to heal. Hindenburg of Belgium just got walloped down to 32k as well. And the shots are flying thick and fast. Now the Moskva of Mr. Condor is the target. Here's the Torps. Are they going to hit the Kremlin? No dice. Looks like the gearing and daring are just sitting there. Now, Cannoli knows that the daring of Zapata is there, and he's smacked him. So he knows he's got an advantage. He doesn't know how much. We're going to have to watch and see what happens. Moskva down to 50k. This push from C is starting to work, and this is why you run this. Yu Yang has those nice smokes, can smoke up the Des Moines, even the Ohio being at 58k and healing. Like, look at that, 26k now on Cherie. And if he doesn't know he's going to dodge those Torps, he'll be okay. Let's swing ourselves back over here, ladies and gentlemen, see what goes on. So Zapata, he's going to dodge those Torps successfully. That points lead, by the way, it's still sitting at that 224 mark, but now BN's up to 600 points. And oh, Ragnar of Killstar's been spotted. Man, he's down to 12k already, and that's going to be a lot more. Oh, he's down to 9k. He got to get out of there, and he's got to get darker. He's dead. Let's see. Here come the shots. They're trying to finish him off. If they get him Ragnar out of the game, that's massive. 7,000. So he's down to 7,000. He'll be able to heal, but that's not a good trade. Look at the Daring's health in return. And Ducky shot is down to 11k as well. There's been a lot of health left, and Ganser and John the Impaler are definitely doing work on that side right now. Cherie down to 24k. Not a major hit. We'll have to watch. Let's look at A. So they have forced the Daring out of A, so the cap is occurring more. Kremlin at 80,000 and dropping. Nope. DCP. Nothing there. Venezia of John the Pickle's trying to sit in a position to hit that Des Moines. We'll have to watch. Here comes the Ohio shots. Ohio shots are in and going. Man, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much going on this game on every side. We're going to go wide view just to watch everything for a little bit. I like to scroll in a little bit more, but right now we want wide view. So Daring of Zapata down to 13k. Or actually, pardon me, actually he's up to 13k because that's heals. We'll have to see. Ragnar of Killstar still at 7,600, so he's probably got 2 or 3 heals left, but that's not going to get him much higher than 12k, if that. Hillary getting chunked again, and there's the Goliath just printing himself a new ship, and that's the power of this comp. If you don't kill off the Goliath or get Citadel or Torp damage, the Goliath and the Conqueror are just going to press heal and print themselves a new ship. Sage is now still sitting at 3,700. He's getting good shots out on that Conquer. We'll have to keep an eye out and see what happens. Fire on Ohio of Hillary. We'll have to watch. He's going to be focused for a bit. But the Venezia of Gibus has made his way all the way into B, and they've taken B. So now that points differential is closing rapidly because GGWP at this point has 2 caps. And so that points differential is dropping very quickly. It's under 200, and it's going to keep going down. Ohio, though, of Blue Trooper, 23,000 in a fire. That's not where you want to be. He's trying to turn out and get dark, but he's taken a lot of damage. So we'll see what goes on here. Oh, and Sage Liev down to 29k as we see. John the Impaler spotted. They got shots out from a Venezia on him, only down to 14k, so not a big hit from there. 13k, so he's still getting ticked. We'll have to watch. And the Cherise Goliath has dodged the Torps, takes 5k from the shells, but not a major hit. Points differential now under 130. Oh, but Sage is down to 6,200. He's got to back off and he's got to get dark because he's just about dead. And you see him backing off and getting dark. And look at this positioning by Cherie. If you're playing Goliath, there's just so little angle for you to get hit by an Ohio when you're holding that line. Puts you in a good spot. Oh, Venezia shooting at the Conqueror. In come the shells. Should be a nice hit. Oh, just a little bit short. Points lead, though, still dropping under 100 finally. It's down to 80, but that health differential, 50,000, almost actually 60,000. That's big, and the Goliath of Bowser is being chunked. He'll be able to heal that back up, of course, but we'll have to watch that. This game is anybody's right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Now, if those shots connect, and they did not connect, Hillary 2024 would have been down. Oh, wait, Torps. 1 Torp, 2 Torps on Captain, and that, I was talking about that earlier. Remember, you want to get Torp damage on him, because yes, he's printing a ship, but Torps are going to deal more damage and be more challenging. Less heal. So we'll see what he gets here. Down to 49k, and look at that heal, 53.9. 57, still going, but he stops at 60,000. So he has 60,000 health left, so he's being whittled down. Des Moines of Sage is up to 14k. Let's check back over to the other side, and the Hindenburg just took a Torp. Those gearing Torps are deadly. Hindenburg down to 14,000 and healing. Points lead has finally evaporated now, but there's only 1 cap ticking right now for the side of GGWP, and that is C. We'll see. Kremlin is moving. Looks like the Kremlin and Moskva and Venezia are getting ready to push, and they're trying to push them off of A cap so they get the points. We'll have to see what happens here. Gearing versus daring fight's going to be big. We'll have to see what happens and how that plays out. Goliath is 26,000, and the Blue Troopers Ohio is 21k. So we'll have to watch. That health lead is 40k, so it's dropped a little bit. Let's watch these Torps in. Looks like Sage is going to be fine. Yeah, he's dodged those. GGWP's Ohio 2024 down to 30k, but these shots, and he gets him with the down shots, and that's big. Project Belgium goes down in the Hindi, gives the first kill finally 12.5 minutes into the game, and the health lead back to the side of GGWP. And GGWP is now holding on to 1 cap, and the other 2 caps are being contested. This is a game that they have wrestled control of, but it's not over yet. Still have plays to be made, but clearing the Hindenburg out of mid is big. Kremlin charging is going to be an issue, because that Kremlin's going to be on a significant push. You gotta have to try to burn him down if you decide to GGWP with the Goliath and the Ohio, but he's getting hard supported by that daring, that Moskva, so their goal is going to be, they're going to try to get Yoshi out here as he pushes across. They're going to try to push across, get Yoshi killed, use the daring to screen out the gearing, go from there. Meanwhile, B is being taken by Ganzer for the moment, though the Ragnar of Killstar up to that 12,000, 13,000 mark I talked about with his heals is going in, so we're going to have to watch there. Now, side over here, that daring, okay, so interesting play here. John the Impaler's daring has moved over to B, and that's going to be a big issue for the Ragnar of Killstar. It's down to 7k and dropping, and he's got to dive that island, and look what's waiting for him if he's not careful as he dives that island. Torps. He does have another heal off, but now it's a 2v1 in terms of DDs, and sure you have a Venezia, but the Venezia doesn't have great lines. Ganzer taking a lot of damage here, though, that John the Impaler can't do anything about, so Ganzer down to 5,200. Points lead up to almost 200 now. Oh, and Yoshi does go down. So we did talk about that. That was the expectation that the Kremlin was going to come around. Kremlin comes around, spanks the Des Moines, but the Kremlin's going to be traded out for that. So even though you have the cap and now the points lead sitting there at the 68 point mark, your Kremlin's gone, so that's going to increase again. Oh, wait, he's got the heal popping. Is it going to be enough? Here come the Goliath shots. Let's watch. And he's still alive for the moment. Depends on how long that fire goes versus that heal. Depends on how long that fire goes. Oh, and he comes out with a massive shot into the Goliath, though Ganser does go down in the Z52 to the Ragnar. Kills are flying fast and plenty. Let's zoom it out a little bit. There goes down the Ragnar, and just like that, we have shot up 4 kills in the matter of a minute and change after no kills for 12 odd minutes. So with that being said, BN now holds a narrow points lead. They hold a ship lead. Oh, never mind. There goes the conqueror of Captain Kelvin to Yu Yang Flood. So the BN is now down 74 points, and they're down slightly on health. We'll have to watch. Here comes the play, though. Advantage for BN. They do have 2 ships that are capable of pushing and killing a Venezia. Also, look at the Ohios of GGWP. Both of them combined 40,000 health. Goliath of Cherie's gotta run, though. He's basically, his job, if you're the side of BN, is to just hold them as long as possible. See what happens here at B as the ships start to move. 4.5 minutes left. This game's coming down to the wire. Cherie looks like he's about to go down. He's dropping torps, and he's burning. I think he's dead here. Let's watch. He does get some hits onto Sage Liev's Des Moines, but Cherie goes down. So, points lead now. 170 in the favor of GGWP, and they're up a ship. Venezia spotted, getting shot at. Not big damage. Push in here, and looks like the Venezia is going to retreat. Kremlin's only at 10k. He's got to stay there. Oh, are these torps from the gearing going to hit him? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's down to 1900, and if that torp hits him, oh, that's going to be close. And it does. And so BN's now down 2 ships. They're down 300 almost points. And at this point, GGWP has put themselves in a really strong position to win. Last gasp attempts coming here with 3.5 minutes left. Darings are torping the Venezia. John the Impaler's torping the other Darings and Smoke, firing on him. He's down to 3,700 or 1,000, and he is burning. Looks like a double fire there on him. And we'll see how the shells go. They are taking B, so that'll close the points gap, but not enough in 3 minutes. You need kills if you're the side of BN, and you have no capital ships left. While on the side of GGWP, I said they only had 40,000 health left, but guess what? They still only have 40,000 health left. So, here we go. 3 minutes left in the game. 148 points until the side of GGWP wins. 250 points to catch up for the side of BN. They are putting good focus fire on that Venezia. He's down to 25,000 health. And that Des Moines of Sage is at 14k. But now John the Impaler's been spotted. He does have smoke, but he's got to back out of there and get dark quickly. We'll see where it goes here. Just doing quick math, we're looking about a minute until GGWP wins. So they'll win at about a minute 30 unless we see ship kills before then. Shots out onto the Des Moines. No dice so far. Des Moines backing up, and he's getting smoked up. Ducky shot smoking him up. Des Moines going to try to stay dark. Here comes Daring AP to try to get the damage. Let's see. They continue to shoot. Getting tiny chunks of damage, but it's not going to be enough so far. Oh, and shots out from the Ohio coming over onto that Venezia. Let's see how they look. Good hits, down 8k to 22k. Less than a minute now until the side of GGWP manages to pull this out in a nail biter that's been back and forth. Here we go. John the Impaler's pushing up. His torps, or no, the Venezia's torps are going towards that Des Moines. They've been spotted. They're not a worry. And B's being contested. No chance, by the way, that the side of BN gets into C. Their only hope is to kill enough ships to turn the tables in the next 45-50 seconds. We'll see what happens here. Blue Trooper is down to 17.5. Des Moines at 11k. Ducky shot at 8k. And the other Ohio at 20k. This is going to be tough. I think GGWP's got it at this point. We'll watch. I mean, short of a miracle, I gotta think GGWP's got it. It's gonna end on time, by the way. So we'll go from there, and we're going to have to jump straight to our next game, but it is going to end on time, so we're going to watch this one tick out. 59 seconds left. Oh, wait. Ducky shot's been found. He's going to try to duck out. Does take some damage from John the Impaler, and John the Impaler's pushing forward to try to get to Sage. Problem is, Sage is now going to turn in to not give him the AP angle, and he's turning his guns, so John will die if he goes for this push. 40 seconds left. Now the Daring of Zapata has opened up on Ducky Shot, trying last gasp effort. Here we go. 5K left on Ducky Shot. 250 points, though. One kill's not going to be enough. 2,600, 1,700. Ducky Shot goes down. That's going to narrow the points differential to 150. Still need to kill that Des Moines and other ships if you are the side of BN. GGWP frantically just trying to hold on for 13 more seconds. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7. And the Des Moines does get shot. Is he going to die here? Don't think that's enough. Oh, and he doesn't die. I don't think that was enough even if he died. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner in a nail biter is the side of GGWP. Well played to both teams. Well played to both teams. Well done. Well done.